Insta360 X5 in pure video mode versus a brand new DJI OSMO 360 in super night mode in real unforgiving low light conditions. Which one is better? From busy night promenade to dark concert venues, from the highway driving to the fading colors of sunset and midnight backyards, we're going to see which one truly handles the night better. And before you ask, no, this video is not sponsored. Just like my previous episodes, I purchased both cameras for my own money. No DJI or Insta360 is influencing what you're about to see. By the end, you'll probably have a strong opinion about low light modes on both cameras, so let's dive in. And first, let's see how they handle the streets at night. The promenade at night is a great test for handheld low light walking shots, a mix of lit areas and shadows, and enough movement to challenge stabilization. The Insta360 X5 in pure video mode captures more fine details in distant structures and keeps better contrast in darker spots. Also, the skin tones look more balanced and natural with X5 rather than DJI Osmo 360. Surprisingly, the DJI Osmo 360 has less jittering when walking, giving a smoother overall feel to the movement, and the image looks brighter, but with more noise. You can clearly see the strange flares on both cameras, almost like the lenses weren't cleaned properly, but they were spotless. It's just the way bright light sources scatter and confuses the optics in certain conditions. So here is a question: would you rather have slightly more detail or noticeably smoother walking footage? This one comes with a bit of a story. I visited Ed Sheeran's concert, but I couldn't actually bring the cameras inside the concert. Security rules meant I had to leave them in the locker. So I left the concert about 15 minutes earlier and filmed from the outside the venue, behind the fence. There was no crowd around me, just a few people nearby. From that distance, the Insta360 X5 in pure video mode still pulled in more fine detail. The big digital boards remained readable and stage elements stayed sharper under the same lighting conditions. The DJI Osmo 360 handled the panning and movement with less jitter, producing a smoother look. If you compare the circling effect, we can see that Insta360 X5 has a natural blur motion on the edges even without applying this feature in the settings. DJI Osmo 360 seems more stable but with less visible details. So if you had to film a concert from this kind of spot, would you go for more visible detail or the camera that gives smoother motion? Let me know in the comments. The highway test adds speed into the low light challenge. Many people were asking about this test in the comments, but in order to film it, I had to be at the night on the highway. So this was a chance while returning from the concert. And no worries, I wasn't steering and filming while driving. So let's take a look at both cameras' footage. There were no roadside lights in some areas, but most of the time there was only slight dimmed light. The road was perfectly smooth, and both cameras were keeping steady. The stabilization worked well on both cameras. The Insta360 X5 captured clearer road markings and textures, making the scene feel more defined, though the motion had some slight jitters. While DJI Osmo 360's video was more washed out, it looked overall brighter and also noisier. But let me know in the comments, what do you think, guys? Which camera holds better to your opinion? For this test, I went into the backyard at night. No street lights, just a few garden lights and the full moon low on the horizon. In 360 mode, both cameras handled the scene surprisingly well, but the Insta360 X5 still showed more visible detail and avoided the washed out look that slightly affected the DJI Osmo 360. Maybe future firmware update will help close the gap for DJI's camera, but for now the X5 holds the edge in the near total darkness. But let me know, what do you think, guys? Which one do you like more? This scene takes us back to where the evening began. The fading light after the sunset. With the Insta360 X5, the footage looks much closer to what I saw with my own eyes while filming. The slight clouds across the horizon are visible, adding the depth to the sky, while on the DJI Osmo 360 they disappear entirely. The X5 also captures the richness of the sky's color as they appeared on the time. The Osmo 360 keeps the scene bright, but without those subtle details, it feels less like the real moment. And let me know, guys, which of the scene do you like more? And by the way, how often do you film sunset or sunrises with action cameras? Just drop the comments below. The Insta360 X5 has more advantages in low light because it offers pure video mode in both 360 and single lens, while the DJI Osmo 360 offers super night only in 360 mode. In single lens mode, Pure video on X5 looks brighter but slightly more washed out than on Osmo 360. The DJI Osmo 360 is a lot darker but also more stable. The X5 also has star-lapse mode, which uses long shutter speeds to capture stars at night skies. The Osmo 360 has no equivalent feature at this time. And speaking about the price, while DJI Osmo 360 is a little bit cheaper in Europe, Insta360 offers discounts and runs a sales campaign, so in reality the prices are almost identical. And the Insta360 also offers 12 months free cloud storage for 1 terabyte, which is a big benefit, especially when you are traveling and you don't have much time to offload your footage every day from your camera. In this test, the Insta360 X5 generally delivered more detail and better contrast, in my opinion, in low light. The DJI Osmo 360 offers smoother motion with less jitter, especially while walking or driving. Both have their strengths. Now it's your turn to decide which one would you choose for a next vacation for filming out at night. And if you enjoyed this video, just hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because we'll compare more cameras and we will have more interesting episodes in the coming days. Stay tuned and see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.